Welcome back, everybody, to a special emergency episode of GG Fantasy. Um, a lot happened over the weekend that we kind of have to talk about, I feel like, and we definitely needed to do a special emergency episode. And this kind of all begins with our TikTok account, and we've been like making all these videos, right? Just like we've just been making troll videos on TikTok, trying to see like what we can do. And last week, this is where it kind of starts. This weekend saga starts actually last week when Eric made a TikTok about DK Metcalf.
To all JSN owners out there, fire him up. Breaking news from Adam Schefter tells us that DK Metcalf will be limited in today's game, meaning we might see a repeat showing of JSN's last game. Let's go.
Eric, can you talk about that?
Sure. Yeah, so I made a video. Basically, I edited an Adam Schefter tweet and I was saying like DK Metcalf was limited. And I made this TikTok and I was basically just like fire up JSN, like DK is limited. And then it got like our most views ever, our most views on our TikTok ever. Yeah, so that was last weekend.
Yeah, and that one, I mean, by by today's standards, that was pretty tame.
Right, it was nothing.
Um, but so why did you make what drove you to make that fake tweet about DK?
I was just exploring a new content avenue that we could take advantage of. We love the troll videos. We love, you know, but I thought we could use some actual misinformation content, some
Yeah, and
fake
that's what
news.
makes TikTok a special platform is just how easy it is to spread misinformation, especially compared, I mean, everywhere it's easy to spread misinformation, but TikTok especially, I feel like.
Right. Well, I mean, as I'm sure that we all know by now, one of the things that GG Fantasy is known for are our highlight reels. And, we make genuine highlight reels
We
for,
shout out players that
absolute dogs
casual
like
fans
Julius
may not know
Chestnut
about.
and
Right.
Lil Jordan Humphrey. And then for some reason we get comments on TikTok that's like he got tackled immediately. Like he's not that fast.
Well,
He's
there's a
not
lot of casual fans out there on TikTok. They don't really know about like the game of football, really.
right. We're getting like three or four comments every TikTok that's like, you know, calling us out on this like, misinformation or whatever. Like let me just like troll them completely and just edit, their Lord and Savior Adam Schefter, one of his tweets. And what do you know it? We got like 5,000 views, I think.
6,000.
6,000 now. It's gone
Wow.
up. And we got a bunch of comments that were like, this isn't real. But actually a lot of people were falling for it, which was pretty funny.
Right. And with the DK one, I feel like that wasn't super malicious. Just because we said he would be limited in the game, as opposed to he would be like out or he had like a season-ending injury. It was like kind of just like a tame little thing. It's like a white lie, as opposed to like some psychopath type of lie, where we are almost dipping into with our latest creation. So, so on Saturday, me and Eric are talking, and we just get to talking about the TikTok page and how somehow that DK tweet was like our most viewed one. And we're like, okay, I think we have to do this again. And we cook up our magnum opus so far, which is it's actually one of our worst videos. It's not very funny, but we cook up this tweet or the idea for it of doing it the same thing but with David Montgomery. I mean, I'll go ahead and insert the video here.
Some unfortunate breaking news from the Detroit Lions today. Adam Schefter reports that running back David Montgomery spotted limping at practice today with a thigh injury. Consider putting him on the bench and picking up Sincere McCormick from the Raiders or Israel Abanikanda, Izzy A from the Jets.
You got a lot of
But
views.
there's a key difference in
You
this
got a lot of
video.
views, a lot of comments, a
Let's
lot of
just
likes,
say
a
we
lot of
weren't
shares.
expecting the feedback that we got.
Okay, let's
We
just
love
say
our
this
fans,
out
man.
front, okay? Let's say this is that this video is a joke, and
It's
this is
satire.
very, very clearly signaled by the fact that the main message of the video is you should pick up Sincere McCormick,
And Israel
Bonaconda, aka
Abanikanda.
Izzy A. I don't think either of these players have played a single snap in the NFL.
Actually, Sincere McCormick played really well yesterday.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Sincere was
wow.
going off, and Israel would have, but they were on bye week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're too scared to put in as Israel, Izzy
They're
A,
giving the
Israel
league a break.
Abanikanda.
They're giving the league a break before they put Izzy in
Yeah,
over Bob
we've
Hall.
it's a pretty clear joke. And I think that's very important to understand like why we did that. It's because it's a clear joke that I think about five people got. Okay, so it's at 111,000 views, which for us is quite a bit of views.
111.
Especially to get, we pretty much got that all in like 24 hours or less, probably 12 hours. We got within 12 hours, I believe we got 100,000, which for us is quite a lot of views. The max we got before that was maybe 4K, maybe 5K. And pretty much everyone was really mad at Eric. Eric, do you want to walk us through some of the hate?
All the comments that are on there have to pass through TikTok's basically anti-bullying algorithm. So how many comments are on that, Jack?
Over 100, probably like 100, 163.
163.
Fans are
And
the
that's all
best,
that
man.
passed. So now there was like a bunch that didn't even make it because they were deemed by TikTok to be bullying. Loser, bro, spreading misinformation. Bro, don't let me catch you sharing fake rumors about my boy Monty. I'm not going to let that slide. Who lies about this stuff, you loser?
Tell him pull up. Tell that guy
Cat,
pull up.
reported. Thumbs up. Get a life. CJ says, touch grass, four eyes. That's great. Yeah, so we got a bunch of hate
You got
comments,
cooked, bro.
which was really funny. Like I'm reading these hate comments, I'm like, wow, people are,
Everyone
it's
on
bullying
TikTok
for us
hates
at
you,
GG
man.
Fantasy. And then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh wow, that like this is literally like at me. Like like 200 comments directed at me. They're like, fucking loser. Since TikTok, apparently the people that use TikTok don't realize that it's an obvious fake tweet. We went back and we made it even more unbelievable with the next one, which was the Justin Jefferson one about
Satanic injury. But no, he had a satanic fucking injury. Bro got 4 points. Come on.
Okay, guys, so I just opened my Twitter and saw this breaking news about Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Apparently, the best wide receiver in the league has sustained what can only be called a satanic injury, and will miss this week's game against the Bears. Apparently, he was involved in a midnight seance to unlock his full potential when an unholy force seemingly tore through his hamstring. Team doctors are now consulting with occult specialists. What does it say? The Vikings may have unwittingly summoned more than just strength.
So this Justin Jefferson TikTok is obviously very unbelievable. We decided to try and lean into the fact that it wasn't real. And this one obviously didn't get as many views. So I mean that's pretty much the situation more or less. Um It seems that anytime we do a video where we just spread misinformation, it gets considerably more views. Even my video fake cursing Puka has done well.
yeah.
The Jefferson one, the DK
So
one are all above 5,000, if not 6,000. So
Jack,
it's almost, go
should
ahead.
I re-record my Taylor Swift Travis Kelce fake breakup? Or should I
The
leave it
Swifty
as
stuff,
is?
the
'Cause
Swifty
I,
stuff hasn't been hitting though, is the problem.
True.
I know. I'm hoping this
People
one
on
might
TikTok
though.
aren't fucking with
It is
Taylor
funny
Swift.
though.
But I have one more I have one more image that I found that I didn't put in the video.
What's really funny about the David Montgomery video is that um once I was realizing that absolutely no one was getting this and that it was getting exponentially more and more views, Kai came up with the idea of just adding satire in the video and I also included it in our bio just to have some type of plausible deniability of like
Oh.
this is obviously a joke and here is the thing that points that it is a joke. And it seems that after I put satire in the description, more people didn't get it. More
Yeah, it's
people
like
believed it and thought we were trying to ruin their parlays or something. Like after I pointed out that it was satire.
Yeah,
And
unbelievable.
that is just that is, I think, the funniest part of this all.
I think one of the
That's
funniest things
TikTok.
about it is that like people just they believe it and they still got mad at Eric. The people that believed it, they're like, "Fuck." If you reported on an injury, that these degenerate gamblers will think that you're the one that went out there and personally injured their Pookie.
Right, right. It makes me a little scared for the people that use TikTok.
Right.
I mean, these Gen Z kids are already cooked. Like we've known that for
Right.
years. And this election really helped hammer that home. So these kids are just cooked. Brady O'Connor's been ingesting microplastics since he was 3 years old. Uh, and yeah, these kids are just cooked anyway. You should, Eric, you should make an apology where you're like, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking perfect like you guys. I'm sorry, I don't get every single report right. I was just trying to go out there and make, and you spread some news that might have been true and maybe help some people. But I guess you guys don't want that on TikTok or whatever. Do like a manipulative gaslighting apology video.
In the comments, I was trying to respond to people, and I would just kind of try and play like really dumb. I would just be like,
Yeah.
"What?" They'd be like,
No, I saw
this is
they were
fake.
like
He's
he's
not injured."
playing,
I'd
and
just be like,
you're
"What?
like he's playing, and you're like, oh,
What?"
let's
Yeah,
go.
they're like, "Wait, he's not injured. Oh, let's go."
David Montgomery's playing. Let's get it. Let's
That was
get it.
making people
Let's
very
go.
mad.
It was like, yeah, that's like the most aggravating thing you can do is just
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, dude, let's go." Like you don't argue with them at all. You just give in immediately.
Yeah.
And Rage Bait is like our best friend on TikTok because literally the only thing that's worse, the only thing that's better than a like or a share is a comment.
Okay, so that is going to be the end of our special emergency episode here. We are not going to stop the lies. We're not going to stop trolling. However, I don't think we're going to put this over to YouTube because we respect you guys. And we don't have any respect for TikTok as a whole. At least
So
I do not.
TikTok's gonna be the trolling channel that then hopefully people click our link in bio
Yes,
and they
hopefully
go
they
to
get so
YouTube.
mad that they click our YouTube link and subscribe. But go ahead and follow us on TikTok if you're interested in those shenanigans, because that's going to be exclusive content on there. It's at GG's Fantasy with two Y's, I believe. Same as it is here on YouTube, by the way.
And
And I think on Instagram, which we don't
DM
post
us
on
if you have
Instagram.
any questions for the podcast or if you want to be a guest and you're some
We're on
random thing
Instagram?
Yeah,
that
tell us who you would get the most mad at if you saw that they were injured. If you saw a fake tweet that they were injured, who would you get the most mad about? I'm thinking like Cortland Sutton is a good target for this week.
Bryce Young, bro, I couldn't handle that. After all he's been through, I would crash the fuck out.